Good morning and welcome to Zen Fits or Adventures in Awakening. Happy to be here and I hope you are too. Anyway, it feels good to be back going my talks. And it's not martini time, but because, this is my martini glass. See the monkeys, the two monkeys? Oh yes, but this is my morning juice of my wife, vinegar and lemon juice or whatever she puts together. But it, get you going. Okay, this talk is about the unknowable. I've been writing about this for several days on Facebook. My Facebook writing is really a meditation, for me anyway. I get an idea and I write about it and people comment on it and we throw it back and forth and chew on it and spit it out like a hairball and then eat it and chew on it some more. Oh, it's disgusting. And that's a meditation. You stay with an idea. You don't say, oh, I'm done with it. I've defined it. That's it. I know what it is. No. Meditation is about the unknowable. You get an idea, you're interested in it, you're curious, you have a question. What is it? What is it, you see? And so you meditate on it. You don't finalize it. You don't say, I know what it is, put it in a bottle, put it on the shelf, and what's next? You move on to something else. And so you end up with a whole shelf full of bottles of the known. Everything is known, you see. It's like my uncle's martini glasses. He was searching, my Uncle Tommy, he lived with me for a while, left me 500 martini glasses. He was searching for the Holy Grail. He'd buy a martini glass. Oh, maybe that's it. He'd get it and bring it home. It was all different from the others. He lived in Tampa, and martini glasses are kind of like an art form. Bring it. Yes, that's it, but then, no, that's not it. Oh, there's another one. Maybe that's it. And he kept on, you see, until he had 500. The kitchen and the dining room was shelves, martini glasses all around the house. Then he had a stroke and came up here. I boxed up his martini glasses and brought them here. Now I give them away. If you come to my house, I'll give you one. It might be the Holy Grail. I used to have people choose. Oh, choose one. And they go, oh, there's so many. And if it was a couple, usually the man couldn't choose. He'd be, like in the Hurt Locker, couldn't choose the cereal. Too many. And the woman would just go ahead, oh, I like that, and pick it, boom. And then she would look at her perplexed husband and say, oh, how about this one, honey? See, oh, thank you, that's just the one. So anyway, we're looking at the unknowable. So my uncle was looking for the unknowable, the Holy Grail, like Indiana Jones, but he couldn't find it. Every form he found, every martini glass he found, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. So he looked for another one, you see. So the unknowable is unknowable because it's transcendent. It's transcendent of the known, you see. Form, thoughts, feelings, choices, even consciousness, my personality, is the known. Do you hear the cat? So we're looking for, there is this transcendent element in form. Excuse me, I'm going to shut the door. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My wife told me to shut the door and I didn't listen. Okay, got my thing on. Okay, so you see how we're exploring this now? The unknowable is transcendent. It's upstream of the known. So the world here, this house, I know everything in it. I've got it all named. And if something comes up that I don't know what it is, I mean, we're going to find a name for that sucker. We can't stand to have something can't name. We don't know what it is. That's the obelisk in Space Odyssey. Remember that? Nobody knew what it was. No reference. So that magic, that leprechaun, that unicorn, it's all disappeared from our flat, known world. Our world is known. And science, given enough time and a big enough computer, will know everything. It'll all be on Google. Whatever you want to know, it's on Google. It's there now, you see. I can look up myself. Well, there, I'm on Google. I'm known. That's it. No more searching for the martini glass now. I've got it, you see. But what would we do if we had the known and knew everything, like science says we will someday? Why? Everything would stop. You'd be dead. Death is unknowable. Dead is the end of the known. Everything is, there's no known in dead. So we create a heaven so we can keep on knowing. Oh, well, we'll go to heaven, then we'll know heaven. Or hell, yeah. But at least we'll know it, you see. So death and the unknowable are really the same. Death is transcendent of life, you see. The unknowable is transcendent of right now. So there's a dynamic tension in now, you see. I want to know. Who are you? We meet somebody. Who are you? Here in Southside Virginia, you meet somebody, immediately people will say, oh, let's see now, you live over so, do you know so-and-so? Oh, yes, I know, and I meet them. Oh, well, that's my cousin. We're cousins. Or I knew you're so-and-so. And we're so happy because now that person is known. They're best friends now. Oh, I know who they are. So here in Blackstone, Southside Virginia, where I live, you see, everybody's known. Friends. Everybody knows your name. Hey, what's his name? He came in the room, I forgot his name. Anyway, but everybody knows your name. Not friends. Cheers. Norm. Norm walks in. Norm. Everybody knows your name. My uncle loved that. He lived in Tampa, had all these watering holes, martinis, Charlies or whatever. He'd walk in. The bartender would say, Tommy, and here's your martini. Everybody knew his name, you see. So we like that. We like to be known. But do we really want to be known, you see? So we're meditating on, playing with, tweaking it, you see, this idea of the unknowable. And why we cannot live without it, you see. If everything were known, everything would be fixed and we'd be dead. But life, you see, is dynamic because it is let's take a look at this. Martini glass. Everything can be found in a martini. You got two monkeys here. One here, one there. This monkey is known. It's named. It's on YouTube. We can watch it in the jungle jumping around or have a pet. I know what that is. It's a monkey. This monkey here is unknowable. It is the transcendent monkey. It is unknown. It is beyond form, thought, feeling, choice, and consciousness. It's prajna. This monkey does not rest on any form, on the known. It's unknowable. If you had 1 billion computers and 1 billion years, you would never know the unknowable. It would always be transcendent, just upstream, just calling you, just calling your heart, just calling your soul. Call it God, call it I want to find my soulmate, call it my job, call it what is my service, call it what am I here for. It's the yearning, it's the calling that brings us out of the known. It brings us out of the fixed and the dead. It brings us out of the desert. It brings us out of the hole. It brings us out of the flatland. Gives us a horizon. We go. We follow it. We yearn for it. What is that? It's the unknowable. It's the undefined. It's the unborn, you see. Abortion's got it all wrong, you see. They want to save the unborn, but it's really us who wants to save the unborn in us, you see. You are the unborn, but if you make yourself known, fixed, defined, and put into Google, that's it. You're known. You might as well just shoot yourself. No more surprises, you see. Death is no more surprise. Anyway, you get the feeling of what we're talking about. You get the sense, you see. You can't really know it. You just get a sense of it. We get the sense of the unknowable. We get the feeling of it, you see. It's like the open background of a hospital gown. You're walking along in the hospital and you feel a breeze. You turn around and you don't know where's that breeze coming from. Is there a door open? But you sense it, you see. You sense it. You sense the unknowable. And the spiritual path is following that. Is sensing it, smelling it, tasting it. You can't see it, you can't perceive it, you can't know it, but you sense it, so you follow it. Where does it take you? It coming and going, you never leave home. Home is the unknowable in that Zen phrase. Coming and going, you go this way, you go that way. Yes, you go there and you go here. As T.S. Eliot said, yes, at the end of our exploring, we are where we started and see it for the first time. We're home, and yet we're always seeking home. Home is the unknowable, and it's the known. When you're home, you know it. If you're an artist, what is this piece of painting? I got this idea, I got this germ, I got to write it out, I got to give this talk, I got a germ, I got to give it a talk, I got to make it known, you see. So this germ of the unknown, the germ of the unknowable is like being pregnant. I got to give birth to this thing, and you work and work and you get it, and when you see it, you say, there. You don't know what it is till you see it. You see it, say, there it is. That's what I wanted to give birth to. Perfect, you see. But then the unknowable calls us again, you see. It's not that. You don't stop being an artist. That isn't the end of it, you see. That isn't the end of time, you see. That isn't the end of time. So the transcendent, the unknowable, is always calling us, you see. So never give up and be satisfied with the known. I know what it is. On our Facebook, we're always, at least a lot of my friends, we're always meditating on these unknowables, and everyone's coming up with it. Well, I know what it is. It's this and that. That's it. You see, and I'll always come in and say, well, that's it, but there's something else missing here. So I kick the can down the road a little bit. Well, there's more unknowable here. I know you know it. I know you've got it. You've signed off on it. You put your name on it and says, I know it. But there's always this element, this yeast of the unknowable. It's the unknowable yeast that makes it grow, that makes it alive, that makes it wonderful, you see. It makes it wonderful, this yeast of the unknowable. So anyway, thanks for dropping into this little meditation. And meditate on that. Don't just say, that was interesting. What else is new? Meditate on the unknowable, on the transcendent in your life. What's calling you? What is your heart yearning for? That's the unknowable. Never let that die. Thanks for dropping in.